I'm in my closet, and it is a disaster. And so I just got home from work, and my husband and I went over to Jason's Deli, and I got a big salad and half of a sweet potato. I don't know if you guys have had their sweet potatoes. They're like this big. And I came home, and he went to church. I have church stuff all weekend. Hi, Penny. Hi, Mara. Oh, that's so pretty. Hi, Mara. I have church all weekend. So tomorrow morning, I'm doing a kids, like, little retreat thing with the girls at church, like the young girls. And we're going to make this dish called koliva, which is like a memorial dish. I'm going to teach them how to make it just so that they have that skill later in life. So I'm doing that tomorrow. Then we have church tomorrow night. We have church all day Sunday. And we haven't been getting home from church on Sundays until about 4 o'clock. Hi, Pat. Hi, Tamsin. Hi, Denise. So I told my husband I'm going to stay home tonight and do some cleaning. And I was just cleaning my bathroom. And I was watching Anita over at Chit Chat Patty Whack. And she just makes me laugh so hard. But something that I'm going through in my closet are my Weight Watchers books. And I just set it down. I don't know where I put it now. I just found a weigh-in from 2011 where I weighed 280 pounds. So I have no idea where I put it. I looked at it and I kind of like threw it, you guys, honestly. Hopefully I can find it again so I can show it. But it was maybe one of the 1 or 2 times that I went to a meeting and they were doing Points Plus. I think they had just switched over from Momentum. If you guys remember that era, correct me if I'm wrong. I have a couple of these binders. I've shown these before, but I have 2 of them. So, listen, I am a Weight Watchers girl, and Anita was saying that, and it just made me laugh and laugh because I have put so much time and money into Weight Watchers. And, you know, it's a tool, you guys. It's a tool. A lot of these different programs are tools for us to use so that we can get healthier. But I was just going through, I've got a lot of books. Anita reached out to me today, and we talked via like text and Instagram. We were kind of going back and forth. And she's just really encouraging me to just, you know, get my head screwed back on straight, as I like to say. And she's just such a wonderful support. So Jean is saying she threw away all her old Points Plus materials. So Jean, I know you can go to eBay and people will post things there for sale. I found a couple of the Points Plus books, and I'm actually going to send them to Anita because she's doing Points Plus, and I don't think she has the Complete Food Companion or the Dining Out Companion. I don't really know how accurate these are anymore, but they're still cool. And then the other thing I found for her was the Pocket Guide. If you guys get the Pocket Guide, you can very easily do the program. I believe does this have a slider in it? No, but it has all the foods and everything. So if you go on eBay and look for the Points Plus Pocket Guide, so I'm sending her that stuff. I have a couple of my old points finders. These are the old sliders. So I do love those. Those are wonderful. And then Anita was also talking about all the old, you know, books and things that we both have. So I was going through those. I have been looking at the iTrack Bites app all day today. And I had to go in and see the doctor to get cleared. So if you look on my video from earlier, I posted a picture of my blood pressure at the doctor's office today. My blood pressure was good. They wanted to see me one more time after my car accident just to make sure I was doing okay. So I did go in there and talk to them about how I was feeling. And this is cool. The points booster. This is for if you are active, you can boost your points. So this is from Turnaround, which is the old program that I lost 70 pounds on. My high weight was 288, you guys. That was my highest weight. I got down to 218. At one point, I got down to 209, but I don't think that I was tracking. I had kind of gone off of tracking, so that 10 pounds was kind of me just running around. I don't even know how to explain it. So I always say 218 or somewhere in there. But yeah, I just was going through this stuff, and I've been looking at the iTrack Bites tracker. I don't know if you guys are using that. Let's see. Marilyn says she loved the slider days. Yeah, the sliders were simple. And isn't that funny that we think the sliders are simpler than the trackers on our phone? There was just something so simple about looking at the nutrition label and just figuring out, your points. I love these stickers. I had an old Weight Watcher leader give me these stickers to put on foods in the house that maybe like your husband or your son or somebody has. They say, is this worthy of you? So my kids used to always eat Oreos, when they were home, and I would stick one of these stickers on there. So if I got tempted, I would just remember to ask myself, is the Oreo worthy of me? That saved me actually a few times from Oreos. So just going through this, and I found that 280 weigh-in. And of course I have my other weigh-ins from when I was doing so well last year. Anyway, I was at the doctor today, and I kind of ran by this stuff. We were talking about the accident, and I just said, do you mind if I ask you about kind of my weight loss stuff? I have really current labs, by the way. So she didn't feel that I needed to get lab work done, just because I've been doing 3 weeks of eating that's been really strange. Marilyn, yes, the original Weight Watchers program was 1, 2, 3 success, I believe. And then they switched it to Momentum, Turnaround, I think Flex. So I ran by kind of what I've been eating and my, the Lenten stuff. And I just asked her what she thought about like low carb, and asked her what she thought about kind of just how I've been feeling. And she reiterated this idea of, weight loss programs being tools for us to use. And she said it's all about calorie deficit, which is so funny because that's what I have been reading and reading and reading. And she's like, what's the best way for you personally to have a calorie deficit and be able to maintain it long term? And obviously, what I've been doing for Lent is not long term for me. It's been very, very difficult. And I'm trying to adjust a little bit. Oh, wait, did I find it? Here it is. The little stickers are faded, but you guys can see right there. February the 16th of 2011, I was 280 pounds. So, anyway, that was kind of a kick in the butt to me today, as well as Anita. We had a good talk today about stuff. And I'd love for you guys to go check out Chit Chat Patty Whack. Go check her channel out. She's got some good vlogs up about doing Points Plus right now. So I talked to my doctor today about my losing weight years ago on Weight Watchers Classic, and I kind of showed her that program. I'm at 250, if you're wondering. I'm in the 250s. I kind of fluctuate here and there in 250s, low 250s. I saw 249 a couple weeks ago, and then today on the scale at the doctor's, I've been trying not to weigh, and she weighed me, and I was like, no. And that's what brought the whole subject up. So, yeah, I'm really looking at the iTrack Bites app and trying to figure out if classic is what I want to do. She said that, that sounded like a better long-term plan for me than trying to do low carb or keto or anything else, especially with the way I'm feeling. She said some people never really turn the corner with that. And I think I've had a couple other people say, Anne Marie, I told her I've been eating 1,600 to 1,800 calories, and she said something about getting on a TEE calculator or something. What's a TEE? A TEE calculator or something? She didn't really talk to me about calories. She just talked about calorie deficit. She likes MyFitnessPal. She thinks that that's a great tool, and I showed her how I've been tracking in that. And that's the deficit that they had me in, was 1,600 to 1,800 calories is kind of where they had me, to lose a pound to two a week. So, what else? She listened to my lungs. I don't know. She didn't really seem, it was weird because she didn't really seem that like overly concerned or anything when I told her that I just felt so weird. And she's like, what have you been eating? And I was showing her my log and stuff, and she was just like, yeah. She's like, I don't know a lot of people that can stick with that long term. That's what she said. So, not to crack on anybody that is doing low carb or keto or anything. This is just what my doctor said. So, Shelly, yes, MyFitnessPal seems very time consuming. Okay, that's one thing. I don't know that it's user friendly. And I actually paid for a year on there where you don't have to look around as much. But what was weird to me is that you can set your own macros, which I did, but they only let you look at 3 macros at a time on the top. And then trying to log stuff was difficult. What I am liking about iTrack Bites is that you can not only do the Weight Watchers plan that you want, but you can also track calories at the same time. So there's a way in there to track calories and points at the same time, which I think is brilliant. The other thing that I'm liking about iTrack Bites is that I can track, if I use the classic, which is the one I'm leaning towards right now, the old Momentum turnaround 1, 2, 3 plan, the one before Points Plus. I can track in what do I want to say here? Decimals. So let's say I have a piece of bread and I can track 0.5 of a point, half of a point. Am I making any sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense. Okay, you guys let me know if I'm making any sense. So, for instance, today I tracked in MyFitnessPal and over on iTrack Bites. iTrack Bites, I have like some things that are 1.5 points, some things that are 1 point, some things that are 2.5 points. I love it. And so that way I feel like it is more exact, because one of the problems with the old Weight Watcher plans is that you could eat a lot of foods that were 0 points that actually over the day should add up to points, if that makes sense. So there's some breads on the old Momentum plan. You could eat, 3 slices of bread would be 0 points, but that 4th slice of bread would be 1 point. Okay, well, what if you had 2 slices of bread in the morning and 2 slices of bread at lunch? You could get away with tracking 0 points for all that bread that day. So you have to be really careful with that. Also, there has to be a fiber cutoff. And so iTrack Bites looks like they have that fiber cutoff. I think it's 4 grams of fiber, because people used to eat these really high fiber cookies and things and get away with a lot lower points. So Shelly says she's going to switch to iTrack Bites. Oh, and thank you for deleting the Rude Troll. I didn't even see the Rude Troll. You're wonderful. I should make you a admin, Shelly. Let's see. Shelly, I'll add you as an admin if I can figure it out here at some point. Thank you so much. And thanks whoever got rid of the troll. Or thanks, yeah, it was Shelly. Thanks, Shelly. Look, it's already gone. You're so good. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm headed with all that, is just going through some of these things. And I think Anita said something about all the money and time she's invested in Weight Watchers. Golly, I have trackers everywhere. I have weigh-in books everywhere. I mean, it's just like, I have old trackers. Oh, okay. So I know the program works. The thing for me is, am I going to step up and work the program? That's the question for me. And I think we each have to ask ourselves that. When is enough enough, I mean, this is depressing to me. I bought this. I think I showed you guys this before. At the beginning of the year, I was like so on fire because we had moved and I felt like I was getting my crap back together, and I was going to make myself a Weight Watchers book like I did last year, and I haven't done one thing with it. So it's just 2019. I don't want the whole year to be a wash, you guys. I want to get back on the horse or the wagon or whatever I always say. I always say the same thing. Okay, I do have to agree with Anita, though. The old books, the old meeting books were so wonderful. I love them. They had so much great information and, I don't know. They were like little mini magazines. So I was looking through some of those. I've just made a huge mess everywhere. I've invested a lot of money and time in Weight Watchers. So I don't know. I'm sure you all will let me know what you think. I just was sitting here by myself and just wanted to talk. So thank you for listening. I'm sort of doing the Friday night hang out by myself thing in the closet until my husband gets home. So this is a good time to talk about this and also try to get a little bit more organized. I do need to figure out my organization for all this stuff. Oh, look, this is cool. Look at this. It's an old quick track. This is the old paper tracker. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So on the Flex plan, which is the old Weight Watchers plan, something that I miss so much is down here. It had you check off your water. It had you check off your fruits and veggies, your dairy, and your oils. I just thought that was so valuable. I don't know. And then I also like that you could quickly check off your points for the day. So it just has like little places where you can do hatch marks. So if you don't want to have to write everything out, as you use points, you just cross them off the list. There's your weeklies. Same idea. I love that. There's actually a measurement chart in this. There is somebody wrote on here, they're in one of my meetings, their recipe for haystack cookies. I'm still really committed to getting away from the processed foods. Golly, I still don't know who said that to me, but that really resonated with me. I mean, honestly, it just really hit me. And I just want to thank whoever said that to me. It's like I needed to hear that. Here's another success story from Points Plus days, maybe. This looks like Points Plus. Oh yeah, back when we had stickers. Bravo stickers, guys. Remember the Bravo stickers, and you would put them right here? Weight Watchers, I miss your Bravo stickers. Here's an old paper tracker, just for an example on the old program. My start weight at the beginning of that week was 240.6 and at the end was 237. So that's how I used to lose weight. And normally I would do maybe a pound here, a pound there. And then I would have like the whoosh effect. So let's see. I'm getting rid of the troll. Bye-bye. I'll just do it myself. So anyway, I don't know who else is on here trolling me, but come on, guys. Get a grip. Go do something else. Go do something valuable with your time. Anyway, I've got to go clean. What are you guys up to tonight? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. What are you thinking about in terms of your weight loss journey and getting healthy? Is the troll who's making the steamboat horn noise? No, actually, I'm getting text messages from somebody. So that's what that noise is. I apologize for that. It's actually work. I'm getting work text messages. Even though I've left the office, they're still texting me. That's what happens. Here's another tracker from that time. This week I started at 237. At the end of the week, I was 235. So yeah, that's what I used to do, is just write out, as I use my tracker, what I started the week at and then what I ended. So I could go back and look at old trackers and look at what I was eating and see how I was successful. During this time period where I was losing like 2 or 3 pounds a week, which is crazy. I was eating 31 points, 35 points. This is on the old program. 29 points, 34 points, 35 points, 34 points, and 30 points. So, and I was using my weeklies. This is the old flex plan. So, and I was eating carbs, bagels, noodles, bread, skinny cows. Remember those? Yeah. Proof is in the pudding, right? That's my little update. Go watch Anita. I basically have the clear from the doctor to do whatever I want as long as it's a calorie deficit. She didn't really give me any other instruction. Didn't feel like, she didn't talk to me about weight loss surgery. She didn't try to push me into, I don't know. She didn't go into a lot of crazy talk. Of course, she knows I'm a nurse, so she knows that I'm a troublemaker, because we nurses tend to be. So I think she was just trying to encourage me to do something. Just do something, Amy. Just do something, right? I loved Amy's meal preps. Tamsin says she thinks I'm going to thrive. Thank you, Tamsin. I hope so. I don't know. Age is a killer, though, Stella says. That's a really good idea, putting your weight on the tracker. Yes, for sure. Carol. Oh, hi, Carol. I hope you got my email today. Carol says I was meal prepping when I was losing. Yes, for sure. I need to get back to that. That whole rhythm I was just in a good rhythm. I had time. I was in a good rhythm. So we're going to see if we can recreate that after Lent. And I'm not waiting. I keep saying after Lent. I want you all to know that I am working on this right now. This is not something I'm pushing off until after Lent. I just am not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing. Today, for example, I use my Fitness Pal and iTrack Bites, and I really enjoyed the iTrack Bites app. So I feel like I'm leaning in that direction, along with watching the processed foods, the sugars, and all of that. I think I've done a really good job detoxing off of the sugar stuff, which I don't understand why I have rosacea so bad, or why I feel so crappy. I did eat nuts. I've been eating nuts, and I wonder if I just don't do well with nuts. I went to Dollar Tree today. These are so cute. Look at the dollar stickers they have right now. These are the colors that Dakota's going to have in the wedding. I don't know if you can see, but she's doing like purples and blues and hydrangea. So they had these at the dollar store. They're so cute. And they also had this. I thought I could use these in my planner. So I am using my planner again, you guys. So that was something that I wanted to get back to. Let's see what kind of comments. Stella says the head space needs to be in the right place. You're right, Stella. You're right. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to my closet. It's a disaster right now. I have this sweater thing that I bought on the cruise that I haven't even, you didn't see me do that. I haven't even opened. I don't even remember what it is exactly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this was it's like a scarf, but it has buttons on it that you can button up somehow. I don't know if you go on a cruise, you guys, they have like these $10 little sale things. And I thought this was a pretty color. Ooh, maybe I'll do it on the next cruise. I am going to try to work on my cruise videos this weekend, but hopefully I can get the next one up. We'll see what happens. Okay, Shelly wants to know, when you say processed foods, what exactly are you cutting out? Shelly, if you go back and watch my videos, specifically this year, you'll see me eating a lot of, ow, my foot, hold on, it's falling asleep. You'll see me eating a lot of Quest bars, Built bars, the Weight Watcher bars. One night I had a binge. I guess it was a binge. You guys tell me if this is a binge. You know those Fiber One cookies? I ate like 4 of them. I opened 4 packages. Pop chips. I can't have the pop chips in the house. I cannot control myself. So I bought these individual, size servings. Sorry guys. Of pop chips, and I ate like several bags one night. So I'm just being honest. I can't do a lot of the processed stuff. So I'm going to try. Yes, don't eat bars. Yeah. I think one of the things that I've run into being out on the road all day and seeing clients is that if I don't meal prep, then I have drive-throughs or I have junk that I've put in the car like that, like bars and that kind of thing. So I really need, hi Anita, I was just talking about you and I have trolls, so help me. Help me with the trolls. Yeah, so I really do need to meal prep and bring stuff with me in the car. I have no other recourse. If I don't have stuff in the car, I'm going to have to stop or eat like a protein bar or something. So when I first started working my new job, remember I've been at my new job since November. Sorry, I'll stop doing that. I was just in convenience mode because I was stressed out about having a new job. And my job and it's odd because I go into people's homes all over the place. And so I'm constantly in new areas, constantly lost, constantly in new situations. A lot of times I'm running from one house to the next and I don't even have a lunch break. And so I'll get really, really hungry. I've had some times where I haven't been able to eat until 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then I overeat. So, yes, there's definitely things that I'm aware of that I need to work on, and that's what I have been doing the past few weeks is coming up with a game plan, and it's taking me a while because I just don't want to be in this cycle anymore, you guys. Like I'm really trying to be intentional and get out of the cycle. I also realize it's not fun for you guys to watch somebody cycle like this. I think it's frustrating for people, and I don't want to frustrate you guys. And you guys will ask me questions and stuff, and I just don't have a lot of answers at this point. Just that I'm thinking and doing my homework. So tonight's job is get my closet organized. I'm getting all my WW Weight Watcher stuff organized. And I think I'm going to use the iTrack Bites and my Fitness Pal for a little bit. And see if the iTrack Bites thing is something that I can do long term. Something that is really concerning me are the meetings. And the meetings right now are empty. And then freestyle is driving me nuts. Okay, that's my personal opinion, and I'm not, you know, I'm not putting that. I know there are people out there that love freestyle. Please don't take this as a crack against you. But all the talk about freestyle, the talk about free foods, 0 point foods, excuse me, not free. It's just not clicking with me. So it's hard to sit in a meeting like that. My doctor said something really funny today. She said, I was telling her about the 0 point food list, and she said, Amy, if you're not on any sort of weight loss, lifestyle change or program, then everything is 0 points. She's like, you are already living in the land of 0 points. So she's like, I don't really understand that concept of not counting for something. She's like, isn't that your problem in the first place? Is that you don't have any like limit or boundary or stopping point? And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, so you're already living in that. So she said, whatever you do, because I was talking to her about tracking, she said, you need to be tracking. And she said, people that are successful on keto, they track what they eat. Because it's still a calorie deficit, and you still have to watch your macros. You have to have a certain ratio of fat to protein to carbs. Same thing is true for WW. Listen, there's no magic pill, you guys. Unfortunately, they have not come up with a magic cure for us. So Mima says that's the most important decision is long term. Each of us have to find out what works for us long term. Absolutely. And I really wanted, that's funny that I say that in present tense, but I really wanted freestyle to work because I wanted to be able to go to the meetings and feel like I was in a community and we were all doing the same thing. So the meetings are so frustrating to me right now. I just wish we all could be in a meeting together. I wish YouTubers, we could all get together and face-to-face talk about this. So Penny says, can you add calories as a secondary metric on iTrack Bites? Penny, yes, you can add counting calories to the iTrack Bites points. So I would show you how to do that, but my phone, I'm using it. Kelly, the thing is that I know freestyle is working for some people, but you have WW's losing money. It looks like they're losing members unless their online subscribers are up. I'm not sure. So I think there's something going on. Overall, I love WW Weight Watchers as a company. The freestyle thing for me is just not working at this time. I just can't do it. I don't have the control over the 0 point foods. It's my bad. It's my bad, you guys. I can't do it. So Mima says that she's online, so you don't have to deal with meetings. And so you find your support online. I think a lot of us find our support here online. I know like Anita and I almost had like a little meeting, like a mini meeting today because we were going back and forth. And if you go over to Instagram, I've been brain dumping over there a little bit over on my Instagram channel as well. And it's so great because people will just, support, lend some wisdom, which I think is really important. Yeah, and that's what we need, right? We need support. I know you guys can't fix me, right? I gotta fix this myself with the help of God. I really think is a big part of it. And I think if there's like mental health stuff or there's counseling stuff that needs to occur, that's a good direction to go in. I'm feeling pretty well in that area. I just have to be aware of when I'm eating, when I'm doing emotional stress eating. So I have things I'm doing right now that's really helping with that. I'm journaling. I'm doing my scripture readings that have actually little areas that you can write in every day. And tracking is really helping me. I have a tracker that I've been kind of writing in, like a tracking journal that I've been writing stuff down in. So those are things you have to make time for. And I feel like there's been a lot of time in the last year that I didn't make time for those things. I noticed when I stopped using my planner that I just wasn't taking care of myself, you know? The other thing I've really stopped doing is walking. And I think that that was a big part of the loss that I had. Even on Freestyle, like I would lose 0.2 or half a pound or something. And I really think the only reason I was losing is because I was walking like every night. So I think I would have been, I would have lost more if I had been doing another program and walking as well. I want to get back to walking outside. It's really good for me mentally. And then I also like to do Leslie. And then I also have a friend that's asked me to go to the gym with her. So those are things that I need to do. So I'm basically just telling you guys my care plan for myself. And hi, Emily. How are you? Barbara, I love walking too. And when I stop walking, I could definitely feel it. So, Penny, I agree. It's always Weight Watchers. I know I've almost gotten trained to say WW now when I'm thinking about it. And the last 3 weeks, I haven't been doing anything with Weight Watchers. So it's weird to be talking about it again. But I guess I'm coming full circle and gonna get these babies out and see what I can find out and learn from reading some of my old program materials and organizing a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday night, you guys. Like I said, I weighed in today, and not because I wanted to. My doctor weighed me. I was not happy. But I was wearing my scrubs and my scrubbed shoes and I think I even had keys in my pocket. So I think it was like 257 or something like that. And I've been hanging out around 250, 252, somewhere in there. All right. Yes, I need to go play your games. I got to finish cleaning. That was my whole reason for staying home tonight. I've got shoes everywhere. Shoes. Hey, do you guys like, these are the best shoes. Little plug here for Allegria. Allegria. I call them Allegria. Anyway, these are the most comfortable work shoes ever. And I have sandals by them. They're fabulous. I don't know why I told you that, but if you need some good shoes, if your feet are hurting, if you have plantar fasciitis, let me tell you, I used to have terrible plantar fasciitis in labor and delivery. If you guys know what that is, it's terrible, and a heel spur. And I got these shoes and I have not had problems ever again. So they are wonderful. I don't know what kind of magic they are made out of. You can get them on QVC. You can also get them on Allegria Shoe Shop. They're the best shoes. The very, very bestest. Okay, I'm going to go. You guys know I can talk about nothing for hours. Have a good weekend. Stay in orbit. Like I said, I'm going to try to get my cruise thingy up by the end of the weekend. I've got it all on there. I just have to edit it together and put some music on there. And Penny wants to know how you spell the shoes. Allegria. Can you guys see that in there? Probably not. Allegria. Aleggria. Allegria shoes. Allegria. Okay? Enjoy. See y'all later.